Hello, everybody. Welcome to ForceCenter Now. Here on a Friday, we are ForceCenter show about Star Wars pop culture and the ultimate adventure, life itself. Squeezing in a live stream because they got some big news. I'm Ken Knapsack.
I'm Joseph Scrimshaw, and I am happy to be here. A thing that I discovered a couple weeks back is that when we have some wonderful friends who have called in already to chat, that they can hear our pre-show banter. And usually,
Yeah.
so thank you, Chris, for putting that in the private comments. But I learned that the hard way a couple of weeks ago. Luckily, our private banter it's very similar to what we see at the top of the show, just in lower and grumbly voices.
And more swear words.
It's basically just like, how's your day? It's rough and late. And did you get a chance to watch it? Not enough. And then we say all those same things to you, honestly, but in a poppy, bright announcer voice.
I'm right.
Very busy and very stressed, but very happy to be here. How about you, Ken?
I didn't get a chance to set my camera angle. I'm obsessed with newsroom headroom style on cameras, so you just have to accept that I have no correct headroom today. Yes, I'm so excited to do this. We weren't sure if we're going to have a show today, and I'll say up top, gonna be a little shorter. We had to start earlier. Also going to end maybe about 45, 50 minutes. We're going to take calls, and I will try not to be grumpy radio man. Have your call. When you call in, I take you. Have your question. Have your thought. Ask it. Say, thank you, ma'am. Can I have another and leave? and we'll take it because I've got to go. I have it's my 50th birthday celebration weekend, and I have an appointment to drop off my doggy, and I have to make it, and it's an hour away because Joseph, people outside of Los Angeles don't understand. Los Angeles is giant, and it's far, and also it's other worlds. I haven't been to where I'm going in 7 years.
It's the dimensions of time fold. The same distance can take you 20 minutes or 3 lifetimes, and especially on a Friday afternoon. So we got to get the wonderful doggy to the doggy friend, so Ken can celebrate his big birthday. Lots of people wishing you a happy birthday in the chat.
Yeah, and thank you to all those who hung out on my birthday live stream yesterday, and I can't wait to see Joseph and Sarah and others tomorrow for a 50th year. But we definitely wanted to be here, not just to get content in. We wanted to celebrate something that wasn't a surprise. Joseph had been kind of rumored. CinemaCon was happening in L.A., and we got the final trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu. We want to talk. We can give first reactions. We'll dive in deeper on Monday. We want to hear from you. Also, Maul Shadow Lord episodes 3 and 4. Quite frankly, really good Star Wars. If you want to call and talk about that, that's where we're at here today. But how does all this news find you, sir?
Good. It's been a really busy couple days yesterday and today. No emergency or anything, but my wife had a medical appointment that I needed to do help with and life stuff, career stuff. So it was a great delight to see the trailer drop, and also a great delight to get clear black and white text from StarWars.com itself. No rumors, no Cinepapaverse, no rumor, nothing. Just from Lucasfilm, here is when to buy the tickets, Pacific time, where you live. So I got up nice and early and managed to get the tickets, which was really nice. To get tickets to the theaters that I want to go to at the times I want to go to the weekend. Oh, lovely.
Oh, man. I was excited. Didn't have a chance to do that, but excited by this news. CinemaCon. CinemaCon, I have a weird relationship with CinemaCon because a lot of my friends go there and they cover it and all that stuff. But there's a lot of just people I don't like in the industry that all those people are taking pictures with. Like, I met this guy. And I block CinemaCon from my social media. Yeah. Oh, good. You're with the harasser. Good. Take a good photo with him. So I didn't see the news right away. Because I have all that blocked, and then I had that one of those moments where I'm looking on Instagram at something from Star Wars, the official thing, that I'm like, I haven't seen that footage before. What is this? Oh, it's the trailer. Oh, absolutely. So that was kind of a fun little thing for me. Like I said, we'll dive in ForceCenter deep on Monday with the news show. There's a lot in this trailer, a lot of things we've seen before, but a lot of like new little things and shots that make you just go, oh, we're gonna have a fun time. You know.
Yeah, no, I think this is a great trailer for both the all-in Star Wars fans, like everyone on this stream, and for a more casual Star Wars goer to decide whether or not they are going to spend the lots of money plus the popcorn bucket money to go to the cinema. It was like there's definitely new footage in there. Definitely,
Mhm.
definitely. And I've watched it like 3 times, but like if there's some detail on Embo's armband, I don't know. I did not do the deep cut. I
Mhm.
did not do the pause and scour the shadows for a potato that might be Boba Fett Starship level of trailer. I just let it wash over me 3
Yeah.
times. And there's those images that are real exciting. The droids that had been there's an action figure of them, so we'd seen the weird sort of bounty hunter commando droids that are in employ of the Hutts, but them running out,
Mm.
the X-wings, just lots of and the U-wing and all sorts of stuff. A lot of great Star Warsy images, um, and but a lot of it was the same. So a lot of it felt like this is less about footage and this is more about our final rephrasing pitch of
Mm.
what this movie is to general audiences. And I think my
Mm.
biggest takeaway, the real specifics about the Mando and Grogu, relationship, and I
Right.
think more clarity on the plot of like, hey, Mando and Grogu love each other, and they're going to get separated, and they're going to both be afraid of losing one another. Great
Mm.
clarity. They're going to be fighting Imperials and bounty hunters and Hutts. Great clarity.
Mm.
In a way, without it hammering nostalgia, it felt like, do you like classic Star Wars? That is this specific mix of big, awe-inspiring, weird space fantasy action with combined with weird Muppets and cute, sometimes borderline silly humor, all tied together with like deep, deep, true emotional stuff of a father and
Mm.
son who are afraid to lose each other. It felt to me like it's really just
Mm.
trying to say like these are the classic ingredients of Star Wars. And honestly, it felt a little like, do you want them or not? Because
Mm.
I already
Mhm.
I already see the snark flowing about too many Babu Fricks. And it's like, this movie is telling you loudly and proudly. It's like, it's almost like a good first date where somebody's like, I'm not being the pretend version of myself. This is who I am. And this is the bounty I have to offer. Take it or leave it. This is who I am. That's what I got the
Yeah.
most from the trailer of like, this is classic Star Wars with this mix of
Yeah.
ingredients.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Joseph, I have a curated list for my birthday party Saturday, so I trust everyone there. On the off chance someone starts saying, I just don't want any more Babu Fricks, you have to hold me back. You
Oh.
have to grab my fists and make sure they stay in my pocket.
I will
Okay.
try, but I thought you were going to say
Okay.
you have to push him into the fire pit. I was going to be like,
Maybe
okay,
that.
I will. Yeah,
Maybe that.
I mean, I kind of
Yeah.
love it because there's a part of me that's like, oh, yeah, the kind of thing that people grumble about, and like, don't lie, don't pander to negative people, and don't
Mm-hmm.
lie about what your movie is. That's a part of it. Grogu being
Mm-hmm.
cute, and the joke about it's a bad baby.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
the kind of thing a lot of folks roll. Not I don't think Star Wars folks, but general public kind of roll their eyes about and have
Mm-hmm.
from 3PO to Jar Jar to
Yeah.
on and on. And I'm really glad that they were just like, no, this is what this is. So come if you love this kind of thing, and we trust that that enough people love this.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. Yeah, I know I'm just in an amped up Friday mood, and I want to focus on the joy. So,
Mm-hmm.
love what the trailer brought, and I'm sure we'll, on Monday dive in not only the trailer but some of the comments if you have time to look at them too yourself. But there was a little bit of what Favreau was saying at CinemaCon, and it's echoing things that have been in the marketing so far, and things that John has said and been pretty upfront and honest about. In 1977, I was inspired by a starship flying over my head. It
Mm-hmm.
changed my life. He uses those words. It changed my life. A lot of people do, but there's John up there on saying it. I was an usher. He doesn't even say I was an usher. He said in the clip I saw, I got to be an usher at a theater during Return of the Jedi. That is obviously what moved him. He has, started the series. He took the dive into the prequel stuff, and Dave worked all that stuff we could talk about, but that's where it comes from. And he says it with so much joy and reverence, but also I want to do that for others, right? He has that kind of, and he even said, I only got to direct one. I only got to direct one in that show. I made the show with everyone, but I only got to direct one Star Wars.
And it's one of the best.
It's one of the best because I get to do it in the theater. I get to take it to theater. He is passionate about this, and all the conversation, all talking points that I'm sure will still be there about a fourth season, everything. Got it. Great. I'm not there for it anymore. I'm there for this super professional, passionate artist who knows how to make big budget, projects, which is a lot. You're a CEO of a roving circus at that point. That stuff made me excited. And then that backs up the trailer that you're talking about. Yeah, a lot of stuff we've seen before. We get the idea, deep themes to go in. I think there's going to be some tears from the audience. Just that whole thing about protect the young and then the young protect the old. Oh, that's going to be heavy on a lot of folks. But you said it, like that shot of like 5 X-Wings, a Y-Wing and a U-Wing. I just was like, oh man, yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for a little bit of fun in my Star Wars. And there's everything's fun. Even Andor has its fun. This isn't a battle of fun or not. This is just, I'm excited to go back to the theater Memorial Day, wherever I end up getting the tickets. I might have to get a loan. Ethan, I saw your possible ticket price for your family of 4. I might have to get a loan, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited. This trailer made me excited.
Yeah, it really did. It made me excited too, I think, because it is so focused on the relationship of Din and Grogu. And I had said that what I wanted of another trailer was kind of confirmation that we would deal with Grogu's trauma. And this wasn't like close up of his quivering lips or his, bulging eyes as he remembers the dark times. But I think it really did clarify they're going to get separated. And they're both going to be in danger. And like that one extra shot, that one new shot of Din saying to Grogu, you go, seems like they make that hard choice to separate. And that to me makes me feel like they are going to dive into what does Grogu need to get past in order to have, to face his fear to help his father and himself.
Indeed. Well, as they say in the old format I used to make money in, but don't now. Let's go to the phones, Joseph. We got some people calling in. I'll reiterate again, if you're calling in, we're so happy you're here. I'm not being snarky about that at all. We're happy here, but I am on a personal super time crunch today. So no, if you say, hey, can I ask one more thing? Today's the day. I'm going to say, no, you can't. No. So let's take the first call from Chris. Remember, camera ready too. If your camera's up in the queue, that means you're agreeing to have your face blasted across the internet like Chris right now. Hey, Chris, how are you, my friend?
Hey, Ken, Joseph, how are you guys doing today?
Good. Thanks
great.
for the heads up in the private chat that you could hear our pre-show grumbles.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I thought to myself, am I supposed to be hearing this? I don't know.
Not really. Not really. You calling about the trailer? You could talk Manda or talk Maul, of course, but what's on your mind?
Yeah, I know you guys want to keep them all short and sweet today, so I will talk first on the trailer. I watched it right as it dropped last night, and then a couple more times. And yeah, I think this is in the right hands. And I'm super excited for the movie. I woke up early like Joseph this morning, secured my IMAX tickets, got the 2 center row seats that I wanted.
Nice.
So I'm stoked. My bank account is a lot lighter. My favorite part of the trailer was, as you guys were mentioning, especially the line, I'm paraphrasing, where the old take care of the young, and then the young take care of the old, and then just that brief shot of what appeared to be Din's hand on the ground, and Grogu, putting his hand on it. I mean, that really got me. So I'm thrilled that they're going to go there, like you said, Joseph. And I know the emotional impact of this film is going to be great, in addition to all the wild and crazy stuff that we're going to get to see. So yeah, very excited. I haven't been able to call in for the last couple of Maul shows, but I obviously have been watching and am thrilled with that as well. Again, I don't think these shows could be in better hands than they are now. Filoni, Sam Witwer clearly knows this character and has brought so much passion to the project that I just can't wait for the last 6 episodes, and I'm thrilled that there's a second season. So
yeah, I think the only thing Star Wars really needs right now is a trailer reaction video from Maul to just tie it all together. I need to see Maul reacting to the Mando and Grogu trailer and see if he's angry about the Babu Fricks or joyful like he should be.
Or see if he's brokenhearted over, not having someone to take care of him growing up. Chris,
No one took care of me.
Thanks for sharing that. I too was focusing on that moment, and yeah, it kind of reminded me of some Force Awakens trailer action where we're like, "Who's Rey crying over? Who's Rey crying over? Chewie's dead." I remember that was a theory too. So I've already seen some. Don't you do it, Disney? Don't you do it, Lucasfilm? But who knows?
Yeah.
It'll pack an emotional punch.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thanks
Chris, again,
for calling.
guys.
All
Thanks
right.
so much,
Happy
Chris.
birthday, happy 50th, Ken.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the
I
club.
Yeah, good club to be in. I'm surrounded by good examples of post 50 success. Thank you, Chris. All right, keep it roll along. This guy might only be calling about Maul. This is possibly the only person who would call about Maul. It's Matty Gunner. Check it in. Hey, buddy.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How you
It's
doing?
good. What's on your
I'm
mind?
good. Oh, that way. I'm actually calling to talk about the Mandalorian because we don't have enough time for me to go on and on and on about how great Maul Shadow Lord is.
There you go.
We'll talk about that next week. First off, Barbie Frick might not be for everyone, but I have hands for anyone who dares disrespect the Anzellans. They are the finest of Star Wars comedy.
Yeah.
My question for you guys is kind of a poignant one that I was thinking about a lot today. Of Grogu has had to go through Order 66, where he essentially lost the only family he had. He lost his mentors. He lost his masters. This time, he's kind of having, from the looks of the trailer, he's looking like he's having to make the choice of leaving his dad behind because his dad wants to protect him. How do you think he, without, going into it for 2.5 hours, how do you think he's going to kind of process that and have to deal with making that choice?
I mean, in terms of like how it's expressed in the plot, I mean, I'm still hopeful for sort of a flashback that he, or honestly, a Dagobah cave-esque situation, some sort of literally passing through the dark night of the soul where he has to admit, I deeply fear loss and I understand why, but I must treasure what is now and not, act on fear of loss, but act on joy of love, act on the now, go save him, but be willing to let him go because that's natural and that's a part of things. Like it just kind of feels like it's going to the traditional Star Wars, not the harsh, don't love anybody, but the but the gentle, true thing that we all have to go through of, treasure the time that you had and accept the reality that nothing does last forever and find your peace with that.
Yeah, big steps forward probably needed to take, but need to be taken by that little wonderful waddling baby. If this film, bad baby, and if this film goes to a spot where let's do another one, let's do a season. Hey, let's work these characters into other stories coming our way, and John even today has some stuff out there of some of the background characters connect to this and that, but the movie's not focused on that entirely. Is there, how much longer, for marketing reasons, and I'm not even saying that cynically, he's going to stay a baby and Baby Yoda for a while, but how much longer does the character get to do that? And there could be some stuff in here that I want him to face, along with what Joseph's saying, of stepping forward, wearing the armor by himself, for himself, on his own missions or something like that. I'm not saying break this team up. It's a winning team. I could see 3 films with this team. I'm just saying I want some of that emotional resonance in the film. That's where I go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was exactly what I was looking for. Thank you.
All right, I'll give you this, Maddie. 1 sentence review of episodes 3 and 4 of Maul Shadow Lord.
I'll give you one word: perfection.
Perfection. Love it. Love it. Okay, love it. We'll talk more. Now, remember, don't believe him, Maddie. Don't trust him.
Too late.
Love it. Thank you, Matty Gunner. Everybody, Matty Gunner, call it in. I hadn't thought. It never crossed my mind about the potential loss of Din Djarin. I still don't think that's necessarily where they would go. But for this trailer to kind of introduce it, Joseph, brought in a wonderful tension that I'm now carried into the theater. Like, ooh, what could they do? Could they take a big swing? Is that what I want?
Yeah, I remember in Force Awakens, there's also a shot of the Falcon zipping through something and an explosion going off near it, but it was cut so it kind of looked like the Falcon was exploding. And I remember kind of freaking out of like, I understand Han is probably going to pass away, but I can't deal with the Falcon blowing up, right? It feels like that kind of trailer moment. The way it's cut feels like this could be Grogu taking the hand of his dead father. It's probably Grogu waking him from a nap at like the first 5 minutes of the film or something, you know? I think they want that emotional possibility on the page because that's what Grogu is going through, but I don't think that's happening.
Yeah. General Cameroni was in the same spot. If you imagine this, just scene of him napping and Grogu's poking him to be a nuisance. Could very well be
on the same page, General Cameroni.
Yeah, love it. All right, let's take a call. We got Elias, we got Will, we got Dr. Addy. Elias checking in. It's a beanie day. I should have had my beanie on. How are you, my friend?
Good. Hey, happy birthday, Ken.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Same Age as Grogu Club.
That's right. We're just babies. We're just babies. Bad babies.
Just starting out, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
What'd you love about this trailer?
I like the trailer, but I have just one gripe with it.
Okay.
And I think it's the scene you guys are kind of alluding to that potentially leads to the question of, is Din Djarin going to die or whatever? I don't want to go there. So I kind of wish that wasn't in there because I don't want spoilers or potential spoilers. But you know what I'm thinking is this guy Grogu is like so many Star Wars characters, this poor young guy who's been through so much trauma, and he's such a cutie. Do we want to see a Darth Grogu? Is this going to be the part that turns him?
Kind of. I think I kind of want that.
This is just setting up the Empire Strikes Back of Grogu's journey, the dark middle chapter.
Could you imagine Grogu in all like black robes with maybe some face paint? It'd be adorable. It'd be adorable.
Yeah, 50 is the goth years. That's when us 50-year-old kids really go through the goth phase, Ken. So
yeah,
Grogu's gonna put on some eyeliner and use some force lightning and
Head to it. I agree with you. I understand what you're saying there, Elias, about that moment of, again, I think Joseph and Cameroni are more right than anything else, but just to dangle that over. Does that up your stakes going into this film? If the possibility of something that heavy, and I saw Ethan's chat, that's pretty heavy. It would be heavy, something like that.
It is, because I don't know what I want to see. I don't know if I want to see Grogu and Mando both continue on everything positive and jolly going forward. They've been through so much stuff that would turn anybody to violence and anger, and they keep going. Yeah. Even Grogu, he has his little naughty side, but he's a cutie. He's a sweet guy. But
he is.
At some point, everybody's gonna break, right? And I don't know. Maul's probably watching this and saying, I could work on that guy.
Yeah.
That could be my apprentice. But,
I could be wrong, but I don't think Din is going to die. I think John is interested in possibly telling more stories, and I think a part of it, I think putting that in the trailer and having a million conversations like this, both privately and online everywhere, answers like one of the fundamental questions that people have struggled with of like, well, why isn't this just a long episode of the TV show? Like, are the stakes high enough? And I think for people who are on the wavelength of emotional stakes are fine. Grogu and Din trying to process losing each other is fine. And I think this is just a way to turn it up, to just be like, remember, you, the audience, might go, yeah, there's too many action figures to be sold to kill Din Djarin, but we want you to feel what Grogu does. We want you to feel the possibility that he could die and feel that as real stakes. I think that's the kind of storytelling they're up to in the trailer, to try to make it feel possible and real.
Yeah, probably right. Agree.
Watch, I'll be totally wrong, and then I will need to seek out and apologize.
There you go. Elias, thanks for calling in and sharing your thoughts, and appreciate the well wishes.
Thanks, Elias.
All right. The other news here, we got calls from Will, we got Dr. Addy. If anyone wants to call in, we do have a little bit of time to take calls, even if they're a little quicker. I want to see. Let's see. We can screen lay. All right, I'm going to share the popcorn buckets.
Yeah, because I didn't
seen
get
the-
a chance to see them. Mm-mm.
Okay, I think this is all right. Here we go. Let's get over here. Do the old.
While you're pulling that up, I'm just going to share this very kind super chat
Thank
from
you.
Mambo Jimbo. Hello, FC. The final Mandalorian and Grogu trailer is fire. Tickets bought. And yes,
Tickets
as always, we appreciate the super chats. It help
Yeah.
us keep things going. All right.
I don't know if you can see that clearly, Joseph. It's a little small. But we've got the AMC first AMC collection is built as a line of collectibles rarer than Beskar. Includes a cup with a mystery topper and an AT-AT Walker popcorn vessel.
Ooh.
Popcorn vessel. That's not even a bucket. The second AMC collection is framed as keepsakes forged for the journey. Includes a Grogu pram popcorn vessel, a Mando helmet popcorn bucket, and a blanket. Collect them all, Joseph. Collect them all.
So wait, are they using bucket if it's just like truly a bucket, and they're
truly
using
a
vessel
bucket.
if it's weird shaped?
Here you go. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Cup
And then
topper, great. And then, the pram is great. And yeah, I
The
believe
pram's
it was
great.
Amaranth who is
Yeah.
pro pram among others in the chat.
Program indeed.
Who is excited about pram? Oh, and is the Mando helmet a popcorn bucket, or is that
That's
a journey to take us on one?
it's a 32-ounce Mandalorian helmet cup.
Oh, it's a helmet cup.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
drink
helmet
out
cup.
of Din's
Okay.
head.
They got the 20-ounce Grogu tumbler, the 130-ounce popcorn tin, and the LED. So the Walker is an LED light-up popcorn container.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right.
You
All
good?
right.
You're in.
All right.
You're in. You
I'm
got-
in to watch them go off in the theater. I did see that the rating is finally PG-13,
Mhm.
but this
Yes.
also felt like that trailer was also geared to, hey, bring your kids. It ain't Andor, you know?
Mhm.
Or
Mhm.
even like, hey, I love the sequel trilogy, but I will never forget watching The Last Jedi with a lot of families at El Capitan, and there was a lot of confusion about the general sense of, existential dread in The Last Jedi. So this is like it's scary for kids, right? And it's got a really scary. I mean, this is like back to our childhood, Ken. It's like some never-ending story bullshit, right? Of like, things die.
So the great nothing's coming for you. What? It's a Saturday morning. I just want to.
I remember spending all of Neverending Story distracted because I was afraid my milk duds might be poisoned, because that was around the time of the poisoning paranoia. Anyway, point being is like, there's some parts of it that are going to be real and scary, but it looks so big and loud and fun and charming and cute and all these other things that are family friendly, the family friendly part of Star Wars. So I think those buckets are for us adults who are all in, and I also think it's for the kid who's going to be tugging their parents, sleeve, going, "I want to eat out in that." Well, they say AT-AT.
Yeah. That'll be the conversation. Dad, can I get the AT-AT? No, son, it's an AT-AT popcorn vessel.
You can have the AT-AT popcorn vessel. Is that what you mean, kid?
And of course, if you slap down that credit card for those tickets, be prepared for that as well. And I know it is what it is. I can't. I treated myself to lunch yesterday, Joseph. I was running around. I was like, "Oh, I want a little cheeseburger." And there's a little spot near me that's historic in Burbank, the first restaurant in Burbank, and I'll get a little side of chili, $40.
Where? No diner?
Burbank. No. Chili John's in Burbank, which is a
Chili
historic
John's, which I
location.
need to go to.
It's great. And I want them to survive. They've always, but I think of that, and then I think of this, and then I think of the box office conversation. This isn't just me complaining about chili being too expensive. This is the reality of the conversation that we're going to have in the second weekend of the release into early June or late May. Of the ticket sales are down. Yeah, because the family just spent $300 to go see it. They loved it. They'll wait for it to come on Disney Plus. I just hope that's part of the factoring in, and I know it won't be, and I'm frustrated ahead of it.
Yep. Sometimes it's just that talk is going to come, and it is a battle we will all endure.
Well waged. But hey, the trailer got us excited, and we're going to take more calls about it here in the show. Got about 15 minutes left in the show, so if you want to call in, be ready with your question, your thought, as we are a little crunched for time today. But we got Will here, and Will is all set, headset, here to go. How are you, my friend?
Doing all right. I did not watch the trailer, so we can skip that. I did buy my 2 tickets this morning, so I'm good to go. But now I'm wondering if the Snuggie that's included with that pram, is that a comfort blanket for us if Den goes? So we have
Yeah. Read the tea leaves. Yep.
Yeah, if they were advertising them as tier vessels, then we know that Den would be
Yes.
not long for this galaxy.
bring the kids and weep. I wanted to respond to a couple things on the Maul review show that you guys were talking about that got my gears turning, and so I just wanted to add those. I wanted to give DM thoughts that he might be sending to Devin as a text, and so Joseph got into the kind of the keywords the Sith were using or might use. So conquer, power, seduce, rebuild, destroy, and then I'm adding aggressive. Hashtag effective. Hashtag alpha Maul. And then on the other side, we'll have passive, thoughtful, reactive, measured, caring, hashtag ineffective.
I like it. I like it. So the show speaking to you?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've only watched them a couple times, but yeah, it's a great look, and I love the Stranger Maul dynamic. And yes, you can eat up what he's given you, but you know, that's why I was thinking of it in text terms. It's like, yeah, it's you can sell me this, but you know, you're still doing the same stuff. You're just serving tea before you do it.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. It sounds good if you meant it. If you meant, let's actually be free, and then you'll be my weapon, Devin.
Yeah, indeed.
So I will get off and let you guys go to the next call. But Ken, happy birthday!
Thank you,
keep getting smarter faster than you get older, and the adventure continues.
I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, Will.
Will calling in. The seduction of Maul, or the Maul's seduction of others is fascinating. I'll see as it gets deeper and maybe starts to work on Devin. Let's see if Maddie's still on board. Let's check in with Maddie and Will after that. Got some calls lined up here. Dr. Addy, and we got Jedi James after that. So let's bring our resident professor of smart things, Dr. Addy, here. How are you? What's on your mind from this trailer? Or Maul?
I'm good, boys. How'd you know I was going to talk about the trailer? Are you aware that I'm not watching Maul? Because I'm not watching Maul.
Oh, I didn't know that. Why? Whoa, controversial. I didn't know this. Is this because I didn't finish Wicked per our bet on my show, The Blathering?
No, to be perfectly honest, and this is going to be a hot, controversial take, I tried to watch the first episode and I was incredibly bored.
Okay. All right. Just
so it's not
too much
for me,
low whispered talking.
And that's okay. It's okay. Not everything is for everybody, and that's okay.
That's
yeah, exactly.
Lesson we all need to learn, and you're preaching it there.
So let's talk about the trailer.
Let's do it.
I loved it. Tickets are secured. I'm very concerned about this movie, though.
Okay.
I'm very concerned that the marketing campaign is very similar to the marketing campaign of Solo, and we all know how that turned out.
Okay.
Because just like last week, I was walking around my house and had plumb forgotten there was a Star Wars movie even coming out, because I've seen nothing to remind me that there is a Star Wars movie coming out. May the 4th is happening soon. The Disney parks play up May the 4th like crazy. They didn't even go whole hog on Mandalorian and Grogu being the face of May the 4th this year. It's like they want this movie to fail, and I'm very worried about that.
So they highlighted Han, Leia, and Chewie, right? I saw those commercials. All right.
So
all right,
those are the new characters coming to Disneyland, but like Ahsoka is the face of May the 4th this year. She's the one on all the merch.
Right.
Okay, I have not seen that yet. Yeah, I think that they are in a transitional period, and I think that they are trying to put money down on succeeding and put money down on not succeeding. I think that it is. I think they know that they make the amount of money they make, and then it's all a conversation about its spin. If it's going to make its money back it might take 1 month or 2 months. It's going to make its money back because it's not as expensive as Solo with the reshoots, and then everything else is just spin. I have this is an opinion, and I could be wrong, but I will say what isn't an opinion. What I've encountered is it has taken me so many times in Hollywood stuff to reframe what people have told me of, like, whatever rules you have about high school and who wants to be popular, it's true. So executives are a clique, and who did a good job this week, and which Bob was right. And I think all of their kind of weirdness about over here we're all in, over here we're kind of giving a little distance, is just all about they want to position themselves to do a victory lap if it goes well, and they want to position themselves to go like, well, yeah, no, it was just kind of a quick one-off, and our real film is coming out next year.
See, and that's the thing. I know we're short on time, and I know you all have had this conversation before because I've listened to it. But like, I feel like I've heard more about Starfighter, a movie that comes out a year from now, than I have about the movie that comes out 6 weeks from now that I have tickets for. And that just, I don't know. It seems like an odd play. It feels strange to me. I don't know. There's something really strange about this movie and its marketing that I cannot put my finger on. And I don't know what they're up to with it. But I also don't think Din's going to die. It doesn't strike me as that kind of movie.
This movie, if I have the timeline right, this movie was announced about 2 seconds after Bob Iger came back to clean up other Bob's mess. So I think, basically an interim guy came in and said, everybody run over that way. And some people are like, yay. And half the people are, I don't think we should be running that way. And Starfighter, I think everybody's like, yep, we all are aware we're running that way. I think it's all vital, and it affects us as Star Wars fans because we have to hear about it. But at the end of the day, I'm really trying to just sort of like, I'll have the box office conversation, but I also just want to protect my joy and the joy of people in this community, and also be sure to just enjoy the art and balance those things.
What would make I don't say this is a challenging thought, Eddie, out of curiosity, what would make you feel different either going forward or what they would if they had handled it a little different in your eyes? I'm curious because you're not the first person to say this, so this is obviously going around, and I more plushes, end caps at Target, all that kind of stuff, more spots. What would make you feel less insecure about that?
I feel like, and maybe this is a consequence of like the last movie I saw in a movie theater might have been Wicked Part 2. So like, maybe we just haven't reached TV marketing yet, or YouTube ad marketing, or whatever. But like, I feel like I'm not seeing it anywhere, to the point that I forgot it existed. And I'm a Star Wars fan, and I forgot it existed.
Maddie asked, would Grogu hosting SNL put it over the top?
That would be adorable, and I would be here for that. It'd be like those old school Oscar presentations where they would have like animated characters do it.
Yeah. Or at least SNL UK. I agree with
that. It is popping up more. People are talking in the chat about like it is on the end caps at Target now. And I do think they're kind of putting their foot on the gas now. But I agree with you. It's similar to Solo. They were real light on Solo and then quick barrage right at the end. And we'll see if I do think it's popping up more. And I think they are going to barrage us in this month. But I think that is a valid question of, is it too late?
Yeah, it just with that feel of like, that first trailer came like with the Super Bowl. Oh, that's what Solo did. And then like we're 6 weeks away and we get the final trailer. And now it just, I don't know. I remember how that story ended, and I worry about, and especially to the economy point that you all made earlier, that like people aren't going to go see it again and again and again and again because it's going to cost me $17 to see it the first time. Plus probably $17 worth of gas at the rate we're going. Like it just, I don't know. It worries me, and what I don't want is I don't want to have to endure the talk of Star Wars being a failure again from the general population, and that it needs to be over, or that whatever. Like I'm tired of that, and I just want to enjoy my whiz bang fun.
Well, that's why we're here. That's why we're here. Come on into the ForceCenter bubble where you already are. You have a couch here. This is a fair question. I think there's also a struggle with what is actual marketing. Does influencer culture work anymore? What gets people to click? What gets people to engage? I think you're seeing a lot of studios struggle with that too, which could be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I know you
All
guys
right.
have to go. Sorry to bring
Yep.
everything down.
No,
But those were my feelings when I saw there was another trailer. I was like, oh,
there
okay.
you go. Well, it's
I think
here.
it's all
You got your
valid,
tickets.
and we'll be discussing that, but we'll also be discussing we'll have some box office go away conversations just
Yes.
about the art and just about the whiz bang.
There you go.
I wish it didn't matter. That's my final thought. I wish it didn't matter. But
There you go.
unfortunately, it still does.
Hey, just concentrate on that bad baby.
Bad baby. He's a
All
bad
right.
baby.
Thank you, Dr. Addy. All right, let's get Jedi
Bad
James, and then
marketing
let's get Steve here in the last few moments of the show. So phone lines are closed, but we got James and Steve. James, you're here. Favorite moment from the trailer.
First of all, feliz cumpleaños for you, Ken. Half of a century made it.
There we go.
Congratulations. Hey, be proud. Be proud. But I'll speak about both Maul and the trailer quickly, if you don't mind.
Yeah, hit it.
Quickly, because I know you have to go. Maul, loved it. Continue to love it. Those 2 episodes, amazing. I loved Maul's taunting of Devin in the dark. It was beautifully wonderful. Old Star Wars storytelling so much. I just adored it. And every point you both made on it. But I do want to say for the trailer quickly, and hopefully I can bring some positive light to what Dr. Addy was being afraid of, because it's very understandable. This movie seems like it's had unfair things against it. The whole business talk of, was this just a season of television transferred to a movie, and how much should this kind of story deserves to be on the big screen and box office, blah, blah, blah. We don't like it. But I will say, I didn't feel like I needed another trailer, but I do feel like it was important to have another one. Especially because I was watching some trailer reactions recently. I'm sorry, Ken, about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
But the couple of trailers
reject those.
But the trailer reactions that I was watching, a lot of people who are Star Wars fans, who they themselves admitted on it, were like, the last couple trailers didn't do it for me. They all said, I'm very invested now. I'm excited for this movie. This is great. And one of them said, my parents are talking about this movie. That's amazing. And
That's
just
great.
hearing those words. Now, personally, I don't get how this trailer, I don't get how this trailer sold it any more than the last one. I thought the last one was amazing. Whether it's just this had more bombastic cinematic thrill to it, or it's just we've had so many trailers that we're starting to bleed into it, I don't know. But to me, just hearing even just a few people say, I'm more excited for this movie now than I was before, that has to be a good thing. I want to believe that can eke out into other parts of the world and the fandom, and hopefully just see more people behind this movie that I personally have been excited for.
Yeah,
go ahead, Tank. Sorry.
Mark Ellis and I got a text from a mutual friend, one of Mark's high school buddies, who is so far out of the Star Wars bubble, but is a giant Star Wars fan. He texted us this week and said, "Oh shit, they're making a movie. Are we gonna go?" This is this week. So
yeah,
I think it's getting there.
Yeah. Yeah, and just real quick, I think I do not mean this as an insult against the trailer, but I think it is very linear and it is very clear. Sometimes the idea of what is the film about is cleverly layered into the subtext. And this was all dialogue from characters with the text of why we should care. Of Din's a cool bounty hunter in Grogu, and they're going to hunt Imperials. And they're afraid that one another's going to die. Anyway, see you at the movies. It was explicit. It was explicit in a really good way. And hey, Sigourney Weaver's here too. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, James, the conversation will go on, I'm sure. Thank you for calling in, buddy. All right, we're taking our final call. I think it's an audio. No, it's video. He's ready to go. Steve, check it in. Steve with the text. Look at that ink. Look at that ink, man.
Nice.
It's hot in England for once today, so get the arms out.
Awesome. What'd you like about this trailer?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I just think it looks a lot of fun. I don't think, I know one of your last callers said there's a lot of pressure, how much money it makes and everything like that. But I think this is probably one of the Star Wars movies where I don't think there's that much pressure on it. I think because it was meant to be a season 4, basically, of a Disney show, I think was it Bob Iger decided make it into a film, make its money back. So I think as long as it makes 400, 500 million, maybe it doesn't have to be $1 billion type film.
No.
I think it's as long as it's enjoyable and it makes its money back, I think it's considered a success. So it's not like Rise of Skywalker, Walker, where you're worried about the plot details so much, the tie-ins, everything like that. I think we can just kind of sit back and enjoy it. And as long as it's not a complete failure, I think we'll be okay. I think Starfighter is the real test. I think going down the line, maybe if it links into another trilogy or something like that. But no, so I got a fun.
Yeah, Joseph.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. That is frustrating. Is all of the kind of bickering back and forth of like, is 70 million opening box office good or bad? And there'll be spin. But you're right that at the end of the day, they've got the next movie lined up, and that's the one that's going to be the real test.
Yeah, at the end of the day, for me, and we'll never know this because Josh tomorrow's not going to share it in some meeting with all of us, the fans. But I think whatever Disney's expectations are what we should, not be worried about, but what they're worried about. And I got to think they're kind of in line with what you're saying, a little lower. They know the landscape. They know what the metrics are versus what it was in the past. I haven't been tracking box office. I don't know if someone can tell me, Chet, the last $1 billion movie in the last year or two. I don't know. And I'm sure there's some. Maybe there wasn't. I don't know. Just with what's going on, I think the metrics might be a little different too, which is a benefit to the movie, and it can just kind of do what it needs to do or wants to do.
Steve, do you have some Star Wars ink?
I do. I had a lot actually. This whole arm is.
So yeah, can we get some?
Revenge of the Sith, and then I've got Boba Fett down this side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, I said I would only get one Star Wars tattoo. I went to Star Wars Celebration, the one in London, and I got like a very small one. And I was like, that's it. I've got something of Star Wars on me. And then it just became completely addictive. And then before you know it, 8 hours in the chair getting the Darth Vader.
Wow.
Very, very painful.
Work. That's great work. Yeah, no, my tattoo is tiny. I can't even get it. It's so tiny I can't even get it to show up on screen. So I can't even imagine all that color.
Mine is non-existent. It's all in my mind.
Wondering what I was going to get next. I don't know yet. Only got a little bit of arm space left.
Yeah, maybe it'll be that bad baby Grogu from the film. Steve, thanks for calling in. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts and sharing your art on your arms there. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much for having me, guys. Until next time.
All
Take
right,
it easy.
indeed.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, we did it, Joseph. It's 2:20. We did it. We're getting out of here.
We made it. Amazing.
Thank you all for playing along in a speedy fashion. We'll dive in deeper with you all next week, and then news live on Monday, where I'm sure we'll go frame by frame on the emotional themes of the movie. Joseph and I go frame by frame on the emotions. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Yes, big picture. We're gonna dive deep into those emotions and Din's possible nap.
The nap of Grogu. The napping of the Grogu. So we're out. Links down below for all the things. Check out Joseph's YouTube channel to catch his short films. You released a new one this week? When did you?
I'm releasing a new one next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Check that out. Subscribe there so you don't miss it. Follow me on my website. Joseph and I will tell you more information about a Star Wars themed comedy show in Burbank, May 24th. Look forward to that. That's it. I got to go take my dog to doggy care. See you next time here on ForceCenter.